Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn Blender. Today's lesson we're going to create a pencil and then we're going to animate it. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to move in a 3D workspace. To do that, click the middle mouse button and then drag to rotate, and to pan in workspace you have to click shift and then click middle mouse button. If you can't keep up with me, you can watch here in this corner. I have enabled the screencast key. So now first off, let's add a cylinder. To add a cylinder, click shift A and then go to mesh and click on the cylinder, and we're going to reduce the vertex amount. Let's say 5, 6 vertex enough. To get in a edit mode, you have to click tab and then press 3 in your number pad to in keyboard key to select the face, and then left click on the top right to select the face, and then we're going to delete it. So for delete, you can press X or you can press delete key in your keyboard and then select face to delete the faces. And now we're going to select the edges and then fill with the grid field. To do that, press number 2 in keyboard and select. To select in a loop, what you have to do is to press Alt key and then click on any vertex, and then it will select all the vertex edges around the loop. And to fill the hole, you have to go to face and then go to faces and then click on the grid field. I think we need to do it manually. To do the manual, we need to join. We're going to join this vertex and then this vertex. To select the vertex, multiple vertices, you have to do is click on one vertex and then click shift and then select another vertex. To join the two vertices, you can press J in keyboard to join the vertex, and now I will repeat the process. Now we have successfully joined all the vertices. Now what we should do is going to the front view. To do that, go to press number 1 and to toggle on and off the X remote, you click Alt and then Z to go in X remote, and then I'm going to check out the middle vertex so that it can seen as a pencil tip. To do that, press G in the keyboard and then Z to move in a Z-axis. Now we have extrude the pencil tip, and now we're going to resize all the pencil length by pressing A to select all, and then no, we're going to go to tab. We're going to only select the bottom vertices only. So to do that, go to front view and then press Alt Z to go in extrude mode, and then select select all the bottom vertices, and then we're going to drag it down. So to do that, press G and then Z to move in a Z axis. Now we are going to add loop cut. To add the loop cut, press Control then R, and then left click and then select where you want to place the loop cut. We're going to add near this, and then we're going to multiply it maybe by 3 times so that it can hold a shape when we move into a smooth shade smooth. See, and we're going to move it to Z-axis. Now we're going to extrude the let's say eraser. To do that, let's select the top face, and then to extrude, press E to extrude. And 1 second, we are going to extrude it again. For pressed again E, and then it will automatically extrude in a Z axis. Now we have the almost pencil-like shape. Now we're going to use inset. We are going to add an inset. To add an inset, you have to click I, press I, and then drag down to the middle. And we want to drag it a little bit upward. So to do that, press G and then press Z to move in a Z axis, and then move up. And we're going to repeat the process once again. Press I to insert, and press G and Z, move. And once more we are going to press insert, add an insert, and then G and Z. And now we can we want to scale the tip of the eraser by pressing S and then drag to the center of the mouse. We want to extrude this line as metal, so to do that we need to once again press Alt and then click on any faces. It's not going in a lookout, so we are going to use the different way. Click on one face and then Control and then pressed in the line shape to get deselect the other faces. Once again, we're going to press Control and then click on the faces that we want to select, and we are going to axis. No, we are going to extrude in y-axis and x-axis only, and we don't want to extrude in z-axis. So to do that, press E and then Shift Z to deselect the z-axis, and then extrude. We need to do it into different method. It's not working, so pressed E, then pressed S, and then let's move out. And now we have the extruded and we got the pencil like shape. To shade this pencil, first what we need to do is we need to unwrap the shape. Unwrapping is the process of some to do texturing. To do that, we're going to move to the UV editing in top menu. We can see multiples of multiple tabs. So let's go to the UV editing, and then we need to create an image by adding pressing in the new, and let's say we are going to multiply by 2, so times 2, and let's do it the same for here, and multiply by 2, and we don't need to click the alpha because in this pencil we don't have to add a transparency. That's why we are going to untick the alpha and then press OK, and now we have the new UV layout. And then to unwrap the UV, we're going to mark seam. Mark seam is to separate the part of the pencil in a UV island. And then to do mark scheme, we have to select the edges. To get to the edges, press 2 in your keyboard and then select. We're going to round select this one, so, and press Control E to bring out this menu, and then select the mark seam, and once we're going to do it once again, we're going to take all the parts once again, press Alt and then click on these faces, and again Control E and mark seam, and we're going to do it for out here. So Alt and select any edges, and then Control once more E and then mark seam, And now we're going to add last one more seam so that we can open up this area. So pressed, and then we need to press Ctrl because we don't want to select the whole loop. That's why we are going to select only few parts. So select one edge and then press Ctrl key, and then select the last part of the edges to select all the in between edges, and then Ctrl E and mark seam. Now let's unwrap. We forgot to extrude the pencil tip. To do that, go to the layout menu once more, and then go to edit mode by pressing tab in your keyboard, and we are going to add one more loop cut in the tip of the pencil. So to do that, press Ctrl and then R. Right click, Control and R. We're going to add a vertex. To is press number 1 in the keyboard to view the vertices, and then Control R, and we have added vertex. And let's once more we are going to add vertex. So yeah, and then now let's join those two vertex by selecting one vertex and then click Shift and select the other vertex. Control press J to joint, and then once more we are going to add new vertex loop cut. So yeah, now we are going to join all the vertex by selecting one vertex and then click on another vertex and press J and select this vertex and this vertex. Control J to select. Now we have added our loop cut, and now we're going to extrude it. To do that, let's select the faces. To select face, press number 3 in your keyboard and select all the faces. Now let's extrude. To extrude, press E and then extrude. So we are going to need this one, and then press S to scale down. So we need to add another loop cut, I think. To do that, Control R and then add a loop cut, and once more we are going to scale it down. So press S and then scale it down, and then press Alt and then select these edges, and let's say once more let's scale it down. Press S and then drag your mouse towards inside. Now we have also added a pencil tip. So we need to more add extrude all we need to select all the faces and then extrude inside, because we need to separate the object with the pencil wood and the pencil tip. So to do that, Alt and then say select the face, and to select all the faces, let's say Control and then press the plus button in your in your keyboard. And then so we don't need to select this one, so let's go to the box front view, and then toggle X-ray mode, and we're going to deselect this part. So to do that, press Control and then drag, Shift and drag. I think it's not working. Yep, press Control and then drag your mouse with clicking left mouse button. Let's say Shift and then unselect all. Let's say once more we're going to use scale to press S. We need to add another loop, but I think we need to extrude one more. So let's select this one and say we need to let's say we need to select these faces and then extrude and then S to bring it inward. No, we need to do all once. I'm going to delete all these faces because it's not working, so press delete the faces and once more select all the faces. So to do that, press Alt and then select, then Control plus to select one more line, and then we're going to delete it all and press X and select face, or you can press delete. Now I'm going to once again grid field this hole. To do that, press number 2 to select edges and then Alt and then select those edges and then go to faces and then press grid field. And now we're going to join the rest of the vertex. Click one vertex and then Shift, then press J to joint. So we are going to state this. We want to state up this line. To do that, Alt and then press edges and go to the front view and then scale in Z axis so that we can align the lines. Once more, scale in Z axis. Yes. Yeah. We have aligned. Then now press 1 to go to vertex mode, and then we're going to bring it out by press G and then Z to make the tip of the pencil. Yep, that's great. And we're going to make I think we need to make it from the scratch. It's not looking nice, so press 3 and then Alt. Let's select all the faces and Control plus to select another. We're going to delete these faces by pressing face and then press delete, and then press 2 to go to edges mode, and then press Alt and select all, and once more we are going to create field. Yep. And we need to let's say good for text, and then we are going to repeat the process. Control G. Oh. Let's add lookat and Control R, and then press Control R. And once more Control R to add 3 lookats, and then we're going to join by pressing J. We're going to join this vertex, and we're also going to join the vertices. And now select these faces. And let's extrude the tip of the pencil once again. To extrude, press E and then S. Yep. Now we are going to press G and then Z to move forward. No. We need to extrude once more. So press E and then drag it up and scale it down. Let's scale a little bit. We're going to insert we're going to bring it down. We are going to put this lines inside the wooden pencil. So to do that, press G and then Z and bring it down. We're going to closing this up by pressing Alt and then press to scale it down. So once again we need to select the inner faces. Shift, press to do that now. Press Shift and then press Alt and loop select, and then again Shift to select all the vertex, and then press G and Z to move in a Z axis. So I think we need to make, yep, that's looking good now. Now let's go to the UV editing once more, and then we're going to mark new seam so that we can texture the pencil tip separately. To do that, once more we are going to select one loop of inner lines and then Control E and then add mark seam. Now we have added all the seams. Now we are going to unwrap this pencil. To do that, press A and then press A to select all the part of the pencil, and then press U to bring out this dialog box, and then click on unwrap to unwrap the pencil. And here's we have got the unwrapped pencil. So now we are going to texture it. To do the texture, I think we need to move to we need to go to shading in the shading menu, and then we need to add a new material. To create a new one, go to shading and then click on the new. Now we have the basic principal BSDF. This is from where we can change the color of the pencil, but we are not going to change any base color because we are going to add a texture image. To do that, to press to press shift and then press A to add new one, and go to the texture, and we're going to add image texture so that we can hand pen the pencil. So let's join this color into the base color, and then we're going to select the untitled one that we have already unwrapped the UV island. So now let's go to once more UV, and then let's save this image. Go to save as. I'm going to save it in desktop right now. To do that, let's say click PENC pencil and then save it as PNG. Now we're going to texture hand pen the pencil. To pen the pencil, if you have a drawing tablet, it will be great beneficial. Even though if you don't have, you can do it with your mouse. And to color the pencil, we need to go to the color palette out here, and we're going to add different color palettes. To create a new palette, press the icon in color palette out here, and then press in new. Now we can create, let's say we want red pencil, red and black combination of pencil, and let's add one red color, this color to the palette. So select color from out here and then press in this plus button, and now I have created a new palette. That's one red, and another one is we need some grayish color. So let's bring it to center, and then we need to go to maybe darker side of the gray, and once more we are going to press plus icon to create another one. For eraser, we need let's keep the color somewhat orange, maybe, and then pressed. For the wood base color, we're going to create a brown. So that brown. Now we have selected our colors. Now let's paint this pencil. You can paint through this viewport, or you can paint in this UV island. So I used to prefer the UV island because it's much more easier to paint in a 3D report. So we're going to add this color. To scale the brush size, press F in the keyboard and then drag your mouse outwards to. We don't need to press. We can add and let's paint the tip. I think let's tip out here. So if you can't identify the which one is which object, then you can paint it in 3D viewport. So I think in this one is the nib. So I'm going to add the color and then let's add the wooden texture to the. I think this is the one for the wood. Yeah, this is the one. And to paint metal, we're going to create a silver color, maybe. And let's say add template. I think this one is the part. So yeah. Now let's add the color to the eraser. Let's scale up a bit. Now we have colored our 2D pencil. So I think we need to add a new color. Yep. Yeah, now we have successfully added all the colors. Now we have added texture to it. So now we are going to render it a bit. So let's go to the texture view. Now we're going to add a bone to pencil so that we can animate this pencil. To do that, press Shift A and go to the amateur out here, and then we are going to add a single bone. And to view the bone, go to this side of the panel and go to the immature properties, and then go to the visibility viewport display below the visibility, and then check mark you can press on in front, so that you can see the bone from any directions. We are going to scale a little bit up higher of bone, so press shift and then drag your mouse. We're going to scale remote, and we're going to edit the bone. You have to select the bone and then press tab to go to edit mode, and I want to drag this bottom ball of the bone to the bottom of the eraser. So to do that, press G and then press Z and drag your mouse. Yep. Now we are going to subdivide this bone. To subdivide this bone, you have to go to the object mode and then go to we have the range, I think. Right click, and no, we need to do this in edit mode, so that we're going to go to edit mode, select the bone, and then press right click, and then do subdivide. Press on subdivide, and we want to subdivide by its 2, so that we have maybe 4 is better to have lots of bone. One is for eraser part, and one is for middle one, and one is for tip. So we're going to drag last bone towards the end. Now we are going to parent this object with the bone. To do that, we need to select the object and then shift and select the bone, and press P in your keyboard to parent. I think press Control and then P, Control P, and we are going to select amateur deform width, automatic widths. It will automatically calculate the bone with the object, so that we can move so we don't have to do the weight painting manually. Blender will do it automatically. So now we have added the bone, and let's say go to pose mode to move the bones or edit the bone. Let's see. Yep, it's moving very good. Let's say to do the bending animation, we will do in the next class. So see you in the next class for the animation, to do the animation this pencil. See ya, bye bye, and see you in the next class. Thank you.